Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Drive-Thru. I'm your host, Tony T, as we broadcast live on Pig Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour, give you enough time to get those bets in for those primetime games, and that's what we do here Monday through Friday on the Drive-Thru, is we give you live free sports picks from the primetime games, and of course we use our professional handicappers over at Pig Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a look at who'll be on the show for today. We got Ninos to join us, hustling in. And of course, James Clark as well. In the center will be Alex Smart, who will be with us. And Shorr makes a Thursday appearance, filling in. How you doing, Ann? Great pick yesterday. That was an armchair winner. McMordie will be with us, as will Chris Ruffolo. Let's take a look at how they'll line up for today. We got Smart, McMordie, Shorr, Ninos, Ruffolo, Clark, and then I will close this one out. All right, Chris, another day of a lot of afternoon baseball. How did it go for you?
Hey, it was more of a sit back and watch day for me than anything else. But you know what? It's the beauty of daytime sports. Sometimes you don't have to always go in too crazy. You can just sit back and enjoy all the action. I think that was what today was for me.
Absolutely. Still games in action right now as we speak. But let's go ahead and get the show started. Let's welcome Alex Smart to the Drive-Thru. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium. Doing very well up there on the boards. Al, how you doing, Alex?
Very good. How are you guys making out today?
Well, making out pretty well. Okay, you're looking at hockey today. Islanders here to host the Flyers. Islanders laying $1.66. Total sits here at 5.5.
Yeah, we've got an Islanders team that just picked up two specific components that are going to help them move towards a Stanley Cup championship this year. Also, I just wanted to say, if you're looking at any futures bets, I think the Isles might be a good team to go out and do some shopping on right now. This is a good team. This is a stacked team. This is Lou Lamoriello has essentially said this is the team that he thinks is going to win a Stanley Cup. Making this kind of move is really it's important, and Lamoriello just doesn't make moves for the sake of making moves. Tonight, as far as this game goes, too, we've got a Philadelphia team that's absolutely struggling, going in the opposite direction. We have an Islanders team with the second best defense in the NHL, and we have a Philadelphia team with the second to last defense in the NHL. And you can see which way I'm going here. Two prime players, Palmieri and Sajak, in the lineup tonight. Packed Islanders group, very motivated to move forward here as the, we'll call it the stretch drive, NHL stretch drive towards the Stanley Cup playoffs comes up. And here we go. We're going to lay a little bit of lumber tonight, but I think it's worth it.
All right, Alex here on Islanders laying $1.66 against the Philadelphia Flyers, who are giving up a lot of goals of late. All right, Chris, your thoughts on this action?
Yeah, I have to agree. I saw Lou Lamoriello's experience firsthand when he was in Toronto, and he built a solid roster that's doing pretty well right now, and he's doing the same thing with the Islanders. They're just the team that's not getting a ton of attention, but they're one of the favorites to make it to the Cup Finals. I think they've only lost once in regulation at home this year. Against a Flyers team that can't keep the puck out of the net, I like the Islanders as well.
All right, agreement here on the Islanders, who won 3 straight here against the Philadelphia Flyers. All right, Alex, why don't you let us know what's going on over at Pig Dogs Premium? We got some handful of baseball games. We've got some hockey and NBA. We're seeing here nearly 300 units of profit here the past 7 days. What you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
I've got a value NHL money line situation investment option tonight, and I've got a load of NBA that I feel very strongly about, and we should have a very profitable night. Just come in and join me right from now until the playoffs, and watch your return on investment go through the roof.
Absolutely, guys. Get on board here with Alex Smart over at Pig Dogs. Maybe you see the numbers here, nearly 300 units of profit. He's got some action tonight for you. 1 day pass. Get on board with that and take those winnings. Make the upgrade to long term. You see there 3, 7, and 30 day pass. That's the best value there at Pig Dogs Premium. Get every play that Alex releases on the site. You set the terms when you visit the profile page over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Alex, as always, great having you on the show. Have yourself a successful night, and we'll talk with you next week.
Okay, guys. Take care. See you later.
All right, everybody, Alex Smart here on the Drive-Thru. Let's continue on with our coverage. Now it's time to welcome the #1 ranked capper document over at Pig Dogs Premium for 2021. It's Al McMordie. Let's welcome Al to the show right now. You can find him over at Pig Dogs Premium. We'll go ahead and wire him up right now. Here he is right here. Al, how you doing today?
Always doing well. No complaints.
Can't complain out here, man, in SoCal. There is no complaints whatsoever. All right, you're looking at this late night game on TV. Clippers here to host the Suns. The Clippers laying 6. Total sits here at 221.
Yeah, I think this is a really good situational play for the homestanding Clippers, especially after last night's 117-113 win in overtime by the Phoenix Suns. So now they've got to travel up to Staples Center to play the Clippers, who were off last night. And one of the things, since Kawhi Leonard has joined the Clippers, they're kind of an easy team to figure out. When they're playing the league's worst teams, they don't do very well. When they're playing teams with a 333 or worse win percentage, they've only covered the spread 40% of the time since Kawhi and Paul George joined the team. But against the league's elite teams, it's a completely different story. When they're playing opponents with a 625 or better win percentage, they're 24-10 ATS, including 11-1 ATS their last 12. So these best teams get the focus of the Clippers. When they're playing the worst teams, they kind of either take it easy, or maybe George takes the night off, or Leonard rests. But when they're playing the league's best, it becomes a statement game for the Clippers, and you see the best from them. So that's one reason I really like Los Angeles today. Another reason is that it's true, Phoenix does have the NBA's best point spread record this year. They're 33-17 ATS, but their metrics at home are better than they are on the road. At home, Phoenix is covering the spread by 3.37 points per game. That number drops to 0.86 points per game on the road. The Clippers at home cover the spread a little bit more than that. They cover the spread by 1.05 points per game, so that's a favorable metric for the Clippers here. And then the other thing is that the Clippers come into this ballgame off back-to-back blowout wins over the Lakers and the Trailblazers. And when you get a good team like Phoenix with a 625 or better win percentage that is a road underdog against a team that's off back-to-back home blowout wins by more than 10 points, those really good road underdogs don't do very well. They're 7-28 ATS. So we're going to take the Clippers and lay the 6 points today over the Phoenix Suns.
All right, I'm McMordie here with the Clippers laying the 6 against the Suns. Chris, Clips have covered 8 of 10. As El said, they've been good in these type of spots.
Yeah, they have it. It's 6 is a little bit more than I'd like to lay in this matchup, but it's like you guys said, the Clippers just had the Suns number. They've covered 8 of the last 9 at home against Phoenix. And you look at what the Clippers have been able to do lately. Covering, like you said, 8 of the last 10 Seminoles win by double digits. I think the rest is just going to be that little extra edge here. I'm going to lay the points to the Clippers as well.
Points. I remember Beverly off the injury report, now back in the lineup, a really good defensive player there. Let's see if he gives Paul some trouble. All right, Al, let's take a look here over at Pick Dogs Premium, where you sit number 1 here on the site for the past, for 2021. We got some hockey, some NBA, a few baseball games. What you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Well, I passed in baseball today. I also passed in the NBA at Pick Dogs Premium. I do have one NHL play. I'm 69-40. My last 109 in the NHL. Overall, across all sports, 17-8. My last 25, and 284 and 206. My last 490. I will be back in action on the diamond tomorrow. I've got 2 afternoon baseball plays that will be posted a little bit later today for Friday afternoon action. We'll have at least one hockey play tomorrow and Friday. I have yet to handicap the NBA card for tomorrow, but it's a great time to join. So I do recommend folks join for a week or a month and get all of my award-winning selections.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Al McMordie. You see the numbers here approaching 3,900 news to profit. You see there, document number 1. That's all documented when you visit Al McMordie over at Pick Dogs Premium. Over his profile page, you'll see every play documented. Get that one play for a night and then take those winnings. Make that upgrade to the long-term pass. You see the 7 and 30-day pass is your best value. Get every play that Al releases at Pick Dogs Premium. Of course, for that low price on the site, which is a great savings if you bought them each individually. That's the way to go with an all-sports pass. All right, Al, as always, great having your show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you next week.
Thanks, guys. I'll see you next week.
All right, everybody. Al McMordie here on the drive-thru. I will continue on with our coverage. Just a reminder, guys, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every day from all the major sports. Of course, it gets started every day with Mitch's morning show with Rod Zawacki. You've got Brian Bittler, 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. And, of course, then we got those 2 YouTube premium shows that early and late. That's some really good value there. And, of course, we're here Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time with the drive-thru. And also, as we ask for you to do, is give us that thumbs up, that like. We greatly appreciate that because, Chris, that really helps us build our audience.
Yeah, absolutely does, Tony. I mean, you look at where we've come over the last year, and just the growth that the drive-thru's seen, the morning show. We've introduced the YouTube Premium, everything, all the improvements we've been able to make and give back to the Pick Dog community is all because of you guys, giving us the likes, giving us the thumbs up, the subscribes, If just keep them coming, because then it allows us to, get more new, fresh faces on the drive-through. Helps out with the morning show. Helps, give us that positive reinforcement. Helps us get that product out to new and fresh faces. But either way, we appreciate all the support and all the love we receive from you guys.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. So keep those thumbs up, those likes coming in. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru, making a special appearance for us on a Thursday. We have Ann Shorr. Well, you'll find her over at Pig Dogs Premium. And of course, Ann, that was a great winner yesterday with those Wizards.
Yeah, I mean, can you believe it? We're going for 5 in a row tonight.
Absolutely, 5 in a row.
Crazy.
We're going to look at. That is crazy. It is crazy. You're doing fantastic work here, not only on the show, but also with your premium selection, seeing you at top of those leaderboards. And tonight you're looking at this game at 8 Eastern time. NBA League Pass channel has the Thunder hosting the Cavaliers. We got the Cavs, the 7-19 road team, favored in this one by 4, total 218.5.
Yeah, so last night, I gave out 2 terrible teams playing against each other. And now tonight, here to present you one of the ugliest matchups of the year. And, it's just been rough for both teams. You got Thunder. They're at the point now. They're pulling people from the OKC Blues, their minor league there. And it's both teams just don't play defense. So I love this kind of matchup. And, as last night I was on a terrible matchup and we won that. So this is one I like tonight. Thunder last night, they lost double digits to the Hornets. Hornets were missing some good players there. And now second night back-to-back being at home, they're going to have the Cavs come in, who just had this big win against the Spurs, 25-101, I think it was. And, when you break it down, you have 2 terrible teams again, but Thunder, again, average 105.7 points per game. They allow 112. And you have the Cavs, who are averaging around 103 points per game, and they're allowing around 111. So shooting-wise, steals, shooting percentage, it's pretty much even at this point. And so there's really, Thunder are missing some players, but the Cavs are going to be out. They are not going to have Larry Nance Jr. tonight. So really, it's kind of, I think a lot of people are on this high about the Cavs winning big after that Spurs blowout. And just for me tonight, I'm more, I'm definitely on the Thunder here. They have been slightly better against the spread than the Cavs. And I think what will come down to is you'll see the Thunder tonight come out. They've lost 4 in a row now, so they really need this win here. And I think what they're going to do is they're going to slow down the pace, slow down the Cavs backcourt. And I think what we're going to see tonight is, it was hard to cap this total, but I think the Cavs will take this one. We'll take this win, but we're going to lay the points tonight and take the spread.
All right, Anna's going to go ahead and take the 4 points here with the OKC Thunder, maybe a 1-possession game against 2 rotten teams. All right, Chris, what do you say?
I'll give you Ann credit for picking the side in this game, because I wasn't. This wasn't the game I was looking at. I was looking more towards the total here. And to tell you the truth, I think this is going to be a game that's sponsored by Home Depot, because you could build a house with how many bricks are going to go up tonight. I don't see this being a game where the offense shows up. I know we talked about Oklahoma City and how many points they can give up, and both these teams are capable of putting up numbers once in a while. But I could see this being a game where the first to 105 wins and keeping us well under 210. Forget about 218.5. So I'm on the under here.
All right, Chris, looking under. And here looking at OKC here, plus the 4 against the Cavaliers. You can watch this one at 8 p.m. Eastern time. NBA League Pass channel will televise it. All right, and let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium, where you're putting up some really good numbers here for 2021. Over nearly 1,400 units of profit. That is all documented. What you have going on at the site?
So we, unless you're on my seasonal plan, I have nothing right up for sale for tonight. Unless you are a seasonal person, I have a few people on my seasonal package today. We'll have my NBA game available tonight. However, I just checked back for my baseball. I've been putting in a lot of earlier games lately. I'm crushing it in MLB right now, and just that's one thing you want to look into is my seasonal package. And yeah, just check back, see what I have up for sale. You won't be disappointed.
That's right. You won't be disappointed here. You see Ann Shorr here, over 1,300 units of profit document, doing great work in Major League Baseball across the sports. Get on board with that long-term pass from Ann. That 30-day all sports will get you every play that Ann releases over at Pig Dogs Premium for that one low price. All right, Ann, as always, great having you on the show. Hey, I like your choice of water there in the background. I've had that many times. Really good, by the way.
Oh, yeah. It's a 7-Eleven water. It's good.
All right,
the best deal and the best water, Tony.
It is. No doubt about that.
It's the best deal and the best water.
Yes. Have yourself a great night there, Ann. We'll talk with you next week.
You got it. Thanks for having me on. It's been fun.
All right. It's been fun. Ann Shorr here on the drive-thru. Check out Pig Dogs Premium. Look up Ann Shorr. She's putting up some great numbers there at the site. All right, let's continue on here on the show. Chris, we're going to give you a little break, a little breather. And we'll have you back here a little later in the show as we're going to go ahead and go on to Skype here and welcome Ninos to the show. You'll find Ninos over at Pig Dogs Premium. He coming in, agreed to fill in. We appreciate all the cappers who support the show. And then Al is one of those who will fill in for us on occasion when needed. Al, how's it going?
Doing good. How are you?
Doing great. All right, let's take a look at the game you'll be handicapping. We're going over to the ice here as the Capitals will be facing the Bruins. Capitals laying $1.25, total 5.5.
Yeah, we're looking at probably what's a good card full of some pretty good games, but I do think this one will be the game of the night. Two of the better teams here. The Bruins have underachieved a little bit, but they're still a very talented bunch. The Capitals have been good at home, though, and that's a huge advantage for them here, I think. I think they'll come out and try to defend that home ice of theirs. Samsonov, I know Chris and I went back and forth on him a bit in the season opener. I thought he'd come out sharp. He did come out rusty, so Chris was right about that. Unfortunately, he wasn't rusty enough to cost them the game. They still pulled off the win in that one. But he's looked much better since. He's looked really sharp since. And the Bruins will be giving Swayman his second start of the season. He looked good in his NHL debut. But again, he's going up against a more experienced team here, a very experienced team, actually, a very good, experienced team. On paper, the Bruins might even have a little bit more star power, but I think that Washington has the better all-around team. And Boston's dealing with some injuries as well here, so I think I do see just way too many advantages to pass up on this little short price at home with the Capitals. So I'm taking the Capitals on the money line. If it keeps climbing, it has climbed a little bit. If it does keep climbing, I wouldn't mind throwing a little bit on the puck line, too, at around plus 200. Can't really go wrong there, but I do expect this to be a close battle. And probably if Swayman does play as good as his debut, this might be a very low-scoring game. So the under might be a play here, but I do like the Capitals a bit better than that look. And, taking them on the money line, as I said, if it keeps climbing, just put a little bit on the puck line as well.
All right, Ninos here on the Capitals. They're laying $1.25 here against the Boston Bruins. And this one will air at 7 Eastern Time, NHL Center Ice package with your TV coverage. All right, now let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium, where you're doing some fantastic work in the NHL. Documented #1, over 700 units of profit. We got a lot of hockey. We got some NBA, a few baseball. What you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Got a little bit of everything going on. Got a 3-pack with my best play from each sport, or NHL 3-pack, NBA 3-pack. Unfortunately, just have one MLB play left. 2-0 so far, looking like we're headed for a 3-0 start to our day in the MLB after a rough one yesterday. But we're starting to heat up after that, and looks like we're right back on track. So, I expect a good MLB season coming up as well.
All right, get on board here with Ninos over at Pig Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here in NHL. He's got that one-day pass. Of course, the upgraded long-term pass is the best way to go. Seasonal passes as well available when you visit Ninos over there at Pig Dogs Premium, doing fantastic work on the site. And, of course, I wanted to bring up this little comment here because we did get a comment about the game, Al, that we got B. Rocco says, going to write the over in this Bruins game. I'm looking here at both offenses here. You think there's a possibility of the over coming in?
Well, it's a pretty low total, so it's always possible. As I said, if Boston's goalie steps up, I think we could see a low-scoring game. If he doesn't, then yeah. But as I said, my favorite play is on the side, but I wouldn't go to the over there.
All right, butting heads here with Rocco is Al Ninos. All right, Al, it's always great having you on the show. Have yourself a great day, and we'll talk to you when we talk to you.
All right, we'll see you then. Yeah, always ready, so be here.
Ninos here on the drive-thru. Let's continue on with our coverage. We got Chris back, ready to roll. Chris, and it's time for you're up in center now. We're going to look at the NHL again with Chris Ruffolo. Let's go ahead and get the game up here for you guys. Get the game information. 7 Eastern time has the Blue Jackets hosting the Lightning. Lightning big favorites here, 210, total 5.5.
Yeah, and this was a game I had to kind of key in on, when I saw it on the board, just because, Columbus is a match back to the last 2 postseasons, as well as, facing each other multiple times in the regular season. But I'm going to give you guys a date, and it's going to play, and you'll understand where I'm going with this in a minute. So since February 18th, 2019, that was the last time that Tampa Bay beat Columbus by 2 goals. Since then, these two teams have played each other 15 times. 15 times in a row, Columbus has covered the puck line. Now, that's to say something that, Columbus, 62 wins in 135 games compared to Tampa Bay's 86 in 134 since then. So there is a talent disparity between and a competition disparity between how well the Lightning have been playing compared to Columbus. But there's something about this game that Columbus always seems to get up for. Like I said, 15 straight meetings between Columbus or Tampa Bay have either seen Tampa Bay win by 1 goal or have seen Columbus win that game outright. I'm not sure Columbus wins that game outright because we have seen the offense kind of stall a little bit, but they always play that physical, gritty, defensive style of hockey that keeps teams like the Lightning close. They keep them at arm's reach, and at worst give themselves a chance in the end, in the final couple minutes of the game. The only way for me to see that if the Lightning win this game, again, is by 1 goal. I'm not laying minus 210. I think we can get very, very good value with Columbus at plus at minus 145. I said once is an occasion, twice is a coincidence, 3 times and more it starts to become a pattern, and I think that's what we have here. 15 straight meetings is unfathomable, and to pass up only minus 145 to keep that going. I love Columbus on the puck line plus the 1.5 against Tampa Bay.
All right, Chris here. Blue Jackets lane on the puck line, taken plus 1.5 goals, minus 145 against Tampa Bay Lightning. Chris, just looking at the numbers here. Tampa Bay last 5 games, just 1.8 goals per game. But when you look at Tampa Bay on the road on the puck line, minus 6.5 units.
Yeah, it just goes to show you what these prices have done for Vegas for NHL in Vegas. I mean, you look at we talk about baseball and how you have pitchers that have minus 250, minus 300 price tags, and if you lose that 1 game, you've got to win 3 games to make your money back. Same thing with hockey. If you have a Tampa Bay team that basically is on recency bias and name association, is always going to be a minus 200 against a small market team like Columbus. Same thing with Toronto. Take it from me. I've said it before. Toronto and Montreal in Canada are the 2 meccas for hockey. They're always going to have the highest price, the highest price tags. There was a stretch where Toronto had lost 6 of their last 7 games a couple weeks ago. They were still laying minus 180 against a Winnipeg team that was probably playing much better hockey than they were. So I think it's just recency bias. I think a lot of hockey lines have to do with name association and success. I think we're just riding Tampa Bay from their cup run last year. But like I said, Columbus has a history of hanging around in this matchup. And to get minus 145 with that strong history, I think it's great value.
All right, Columbus Jackets here, plus 1.5 goals, minus 145 against the Tampa Bay Lightning. And of course, if I'm Chris Ruffolo here on the show, this one to start at 7 Eastern time. All right, Chris, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium, where you're doing some pretty fine work. We look here at the past 30 days, over 1,000 units of profit. We got a lot of hockey, NBA, a handful of baseball. What you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Well, today we still got my Thursday hat trick NHL 3-pack, $29.95. You guys are going to find 3 of those plays. I plan on sweeping the board with those, having a great night financially with those, a lot of financial success. Or guys, we always talk about it, the 3-day, 7-day, 30-day all sports passes up to the year. Guys, it's going to make your plays go down from like $10 a pick to $8 a pick, down to pennies per pick for the year. Some of the best value, if you want to talk about value, we've got the 2-for-1 capper deal where you could match me up with, Big Al is number 1 in 2021. You can match with Tony, any of the other cappers on the website. Or you can, go with the premium YouTube package. We always talk about that as well. Some of the best value that you're going to find anywhere in terms of professional sports handicapping, and some quality picks at that as well. Guys, the opportunities are there for you at Pick Dogs. You just got to go find them. So go and check us out over at the website.
All right, guys, check out Chris Ruffolo over at Pick Dogs Premium. Got that 2-for-1 capper. Why not match the Chris with Big Al McMordie, the Big Chris, Big Al, the two bigs. That's a great way to go with it, guys. Over there at Big Dogs Premium. That's the best value when you go long term. Of course, you can also check out Chris over with his 1-day pass. If you want to make that upgrade, do that as well over at Big Dogs Premium. All right, let's continue on with our coverage. Now, we covered one of the TNT games. Now we're going to cover the second one. So we got the doubleheader from TNT covered for you. So let's go ahead and welcome James Clark to the show. Doing fantastic work in the NBA this year, and he's coming back in with some more NBA winners for you here on the show. Of course, you'll find James over at Pig Dogs Premium. Let's bring him in right now. James, how's it going?
Pretty good. How are you, Tony?
Doing great. All right, Game 1 of the TNT doubleheader, 7:30 Eastern time, has the Heat to host the Lakers. Heat laying 9. I'm seeing some 9.5s in some places, total 205.
Well, Tony, I look for this total to go up here probably right for the game start. I just see that Kuzma's out for this game too. But still, looking at this 9.5, like I said, shop around. I just think this is too many points. I know this is a beat-up, wounded Lakers team. But, they still got heart. They still got decent players. They ain't all about just a couple players. And if you look, this game is at home for the Heat. They're 14-13 at home. They're 4-6 in their last 10 games. But if you look on the road for the Lakers, and a lot of this number I'm about to spit out has to do without LeBron because LeBron's been out maybe 10, 12 games, I think, something like that. But the Lakers are 16-10 on the road. They're 4-6 also in their last 10 games. But the big number here is the 9, 10 points that you're getting with the Lakers or with the Heat or either one. I just really think this is too many points, and I'd look for the Heat to get the win, but I'd say 5 or 6 points. I don't look for no 9 or 10 point win by the Heat.
All right, James Clark here on the Lakers plus 9.5. Do your shop and get the best number in this one against the Miami Heat. Game 1 of the TNT doubleheader. All right, Chris, what say you in this one? Of course, Lakers a little hobbled here, but the Heat, let's see, are they up here to face a Lakers team without their 2 superstars?
Yeah, and this was another game where I was trying to stay away from the side, but I was really keyed in on the total. LA, we talk about how they're hobbled. And the offense is on life support right now. And even when it wasn't, the Lakers are still the best under team in the league, 34-17 to the under this year. The first meeting was a defensive war. I look for more of the same here, especially with a depleted Laker offense. I think we could struggle to get to 200, let alone 205. So I'd take the under in this one.
Yeah, too slower pace. Of course, the Lakers, their game plan is to play defense, right? That'll keep them in games. And, of course, Miami, the slow-paced defensive style team. All right, agreement here. Chris looking at the lower. I'll agree with you, James, on taking the points with the Lakers. All right, James, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium, where you're doing fantastic work this year in the NBA. Documented 1,370 units of profit. We got a good board tonight from the NBA. We got some hockey, a few baseball. What you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Well, Tony, first before I get to what I have on the board, I also I threw out this last night, the first basket made. I had Porzingis to make the first basket. I hit it. So I also want to throw this out real quick is Bam Adebayo has scored the first basket in 5 of the last 6 of the Heat's games. So that's plus 650 if you want to go jump on that, if you can bet whoever makes the first basket. But anyways, I have James's 5-pack money stack, all NBA games, 5 of my best of the best NBA games today. I like. I really love these picks. If you want to go grab them up, get today's pass, or team me up, with any of the guys as you see. We got a bunch of cappers, man, that's doing real good, fantastic work. El Ninos in hockey, Al McMordie first. Chris, he's first in the 30 days. You just have a lot of real good cappers, man. It's doing real good. So if you want to team me up with any of them, even Ann's doing real good. Tony's doing real good. I've said this before, probably a few shows back. I'd put our capping crew up against any capping crew out there. I mean, we got some really good cappers, man. And we all, try to do it for y'all to try to put money in your pockets. You can ask probably any of these. If we put out picks, we're betting them ourselves. And if I'm putting my hard-earned money in on it to win these bets, and try to win money for you and win money for me too, man. So go grab today's pass or any of my passes, and I'll put some money in your pocket.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with James Clark over at Pig Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here, 1,370 units of profit. James is talking for that 2-for-1 capper deal. That's the best value there over at Pig Dogs Premium. Go long-term with a 2-for-1, that 7 and 30 all sports pass. You'll get every play from both cappers for that period of time when you visit Pig Dogs Premium. All right, James, as always, thank you for joining us on the show today. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, thank you, buddy, for having me on the show.
All right, stay tuned because we'll keep you on the last segment. All right, we'll continue on the drive-thru. Guys, remember those thumbs up, those likes. Keep them coming in because we greatly appreciate it. It helps us build our audience. And, of course, don't forget, if you miss any picks, I know people are asking for Ann's pick. Don't worry. She already gave it out. But we'll recap every play from every capper on the show at the end. And we're getting close to that. All right, we got one pick to go, and then we'll get the recap. All right, now it's time for yours truly here. With my play for tonight, we're going to go late night action between this Pistons and Sacramento Kings team, and I'll get the game information for you up here in just a second here, and let's get it right now. All right, 10 Eastern time, Sacramento Kings host the Pistons. Kings laying 7.5 total sits here at 225. I'm going to go with a total here and take it over 225. I know the totals come down because Grant is out. It's okay. The Pistons have played over in 7 of 9. You look at their past 5 games, Detroit is shooting 47%, nearly 40% from 3, but the defense is bad, giving up 51%, 40% from 3. We know Sacramento can shoot. They don't D. They're kind of similar teams here. Their current form also shows really strong offensive numbers, bad defensive numbers. Both teams enter with rest, so I really look for a fast pace here with Sacramento on fresh legs, knowing they're going up against a bad defensive team. You'll get a lot of quick scores. You'll get counters on the other side. Yes, I know Detroit's down a score, but again, we've seen Sacramento give up points even we know with teams missing scores. So I'm going over 225 in this one, Chris.
Yeah, I got to be with you on this one, Tony. I mean, I think us, 7 on the panel could probably put up 100 on the Kings, and we can at least shoot 40% because the Kings they don't like to play defense. And I mean, as much as we bash the Pistons and how the record doesn't say very much for their play on the road. This is still a Pistons team that's battling despite a poor record, and I think like you said, we're going to see a lot of fast-paced basketball tonight. I could see us getting around 230 at the very least. So give me the over here as well.
Yeah, I'm going to be here on over here. Pistons and Sacramento Kings. Watch it at 10 p.m. Eastern time, and this one you'll be able to watch on NBA League Pass channel. Guys, check out Pig Dogs Premium. I got a 3-pack. A couple from the NBA, one from Major League Baseball right now at Pig Dogs Premium. Of course, I also have the long-term passes. Your 7 and 30 all sports pass. You can find me. My premium plays over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, let's continue on with the show. Now it's time to go ahead and recap the picks from today's show. James Clark will join us in this segment as he does every Thursday. We started here with Alex Smart. Islanders laying the minus 166 against the Flyers. Al McMordie, Clippers minus 6 against the Suns. N, who's been red hot on the show and on the site. Thunder plus 4 against the Cavaliers. El Ninos, Capitals minus 125 against the Bruins. Chris, Blue Jackets, puck line, plus 1.5 goals against the Lightning. James, Lakers, plus 9. Do your shopping. There's some 9.5s out there against the Heat. Yours truly, Pistons, Kings, over 225. We'll start with Chris. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
I've got to start keeping on the ice. I'm going to take Alex Smart's pick of the Islanders, minus 166. I think the Islanders win that game with ease.
All right, let's go over to James. James, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
I had to go with the Big Al's pick, man. The Clippers minus 6. Like you said, Suns coming off of a big win to Utah. I look for the Suns team to come in and this be a practice game. I don't look for them to play. This might be a 10, 12, 4. This might be a blowout. If you look at it, I look for the Clippers to come and play.
All right, I'll look with yours, James. I like the Lakers plus 9, even 9.5 when you do your shopping here against the Miami Heat. All right, that'll do it for another edition here of the drive-thru, guys. We're back at it again tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time. We'll have a full book of 8 cappers on, giving live free sports picks for the primetime games. And don't forget, it all gets started with the morning show at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. We got Mitch, Rod Zawacki, Brian Builder, so tune into that. Of course, don't forget about our YouTube early and late premium. Find out about that information right below in the description. All right, let's continue on here, and let's bring in the cappers from today's show. We're going to give a nice sign-off wave goodbye. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk to you guys